What's up boys, it's Bluers and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while since my last upload, but basically the reason for that is because 2 weeks ago I was in New York City on a holiday and I didn't trade that entire week, and the week after the markets were just choppy as anything, so I didn't bother because of all of because of the conflict in Iran and Trump tweeting crazy things. And I'm gonna start off by saying that I've sort of switched back to my old strategy. I've stopped trading Forex and gone back to trading gold using ICC, which is trades by size, way of explaining things. And I've also started journaling my trades, as you can see on here. And we're going to go through this week's trades and go through them on TradingView as well. So I'm going to start off. So I actually started journaling them on Tuesday, and I think I did trade on Monday, but we'll go through that in a minute. So we go on the 14th of April. So at the moment I'm only trading on a 5k funded, just to try and ease my way back into things a little bit, and it's safe to say it is going pretty well, to be honest. So this is obviously on gold, and this was a long. So this was what the chart was looking like beforehand, and well, actually no, that's after the trade happened. So that's the trade on the 4-hour time frame. So basically I entered as soon as it turned bullish above that 4-hour previous high, and I could have maybe gone and taken more, but it was sort of the breakout, so I didn't really want to push my luck too far basically, and just settled for about 1.5. I could have easily pushed for 2.5, but I was quite happy with that. So yeah, that resulted in $75, because on that account I'm risking $50 a trade, which is 1% of the account. So here we are for Wednesday. So what I put here, saw it turn bullish on 1 hour, took the trade as soon as it closed. This was the indication on the 1 hour, should wait for the correction and then go in on the continuation. So this is basically me just jumping the gun too early. So you can see the 1 hour, I waited for the 1 hour to close above this previous 1 hour high, and basically jumped in straight away again, sort of how I did on the last trade. Obviously it didn't pay off this time, because basically it was doing a correction on the 1 hour. So should have waited for it to, well, should have stuck to my plan, but I have since learnt from this, as I was sort of still just getting to grips with it again. So that resulted in a $65 loss, but I think I actually extended my stop loss a little bit because I wanted to give it a little bit more room. And we'll get on to yesterday's trade, which was a really good trade actually. So, I didn't upload the other picture. We can show you on TradingView in a second anyway. So I was doing some research the night before, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong, sort of thing. And it was obvious that I was jumping the gun too early, getting swept out in the correction and missing the real move, sort of thing. Or getting caught on a reversal where I haven't waited for the correction, and where I haven't waited for the continuation to prove valid. So here I basically marked up the 1 hour previous low, because I saw the double top and I thought, oh, this is probably going to turn bearish. So I already had that in my head, to be honest. And obviously I saw it break that 1 hour low, waited for it. Yeah, so the indication was it breaking that 1 hour low, waited for it to correct. And if I move on to there, we can see on the 15-minute, I saw all of these. I think I did get in a little bit later than that actually. If we go on the bar chart, not bar chart, the line chart, we can see it broke there on the 50th. So I waited for this 1 hour correction to end. That was the previous 15-minute Oh, I might have gone in there actually. So I entered here, as soon as I saw it break that low. Maybe should have waited for it to go in a little bit deeper. But yeah, basically rode this trade the whole way down. Quarter 1 to 3, I'm pretty sure. 1 to 3.6. Which is amazing. And I believe I had another trade on Monday. Yeah, I think it was here. So I think I saw this and was like, oh, head and shoulders all day long. Got in here, and obviously it just reversed. I think I actually ended up breaking even on that one, to be honest. I think I had a decent entry. But yeah, I'm super gutted that I missed this absolute monster today because I was eyeing it up as well. But where we were working, we didn't have any signal. So if I just show you what I was looking at for this trade. So I quite often do use the line chart now just to see, like, because when it's in the 1 hour candle it's kind of confusing. So I marked up the previous 1 hour high, saw an indication here, correction, and well, I would have probably got in here. Obviously it did do a further correction, but that's just on the 1 hour. But what I'm doing now is waiting for that 15-minute to also give me an indication, correction and continuation, just as an extra. So this would have been that 1 hour indication here is the correction's over, but there's the first indication above that high again. Wait for that and get in there. So basically, if you're looking at it like that, that's the indication, and then we get in there, and it would have been kind of ridiculous, to be honest. If I mark it up, let's see. So I probably would have aimed for about a 1 to 2 here, so I would have been happy down here. But obviously this has gone kind of mental. It would have been nearly a 1.9 if you obviously timed it correctly. But yeah, that's basically it, because now that I'm doing this, it's kind of hard to give predictions for next week, as it changes as the day goes pretty much. But obviously we can see the 4 hour is bullish. As long as this candle closes above that previous 4 hour high, then yeah, but obviously it's all going up, so you could kind of expect a little correction at the start of next week, or it might just continue to keep buying up. So we'll see. And yeah, returning back to weekly uploads, so stay tuned for next week. Hopefully we pass the 5k, but I'm also going to be loading up a $500 live account because I want to, so hopefully that goes well too. Thanks for watching, enjoy your weekend, thank you.